I may be the founder, I might have had to cope with the loneliness and emptiness of embarking on an uncertain journey, but it will be remiss of me to fail to acknowledge that there are many people who help to shape, clarify, and form the ideas I often dabble into, people I owe a debt of gratitude. And these are the people who built Proshare. When the author, who so happens to have fallen under ill health this month, the strain of working in Proshare is not for everyone. But when he approached us and created a self-imposed project on himself in late 2020, he said he wanted to find out how we run the company and manage to conduct ourselves under corporate governance in a difficult terrain like Nigeria. We invited him to the office at the time of his choosing, and he decided to ask more questions. And he asked for a list of all our customers, a list of all our former staff, and he said he had stories about me fighting one or two persons, but he wanted to talk to them. In order to allow him to conduct himself, we gave the freedom. But when he came back, and for some of you, sometimes when you think you're doing well, when you hear the story about yourself, confronting the truth is not as easy as I thought. But the feedback captured the highs and lows of our reality, offered us an opportunity for self-reflection, and a compelling case for us to document the same as part of our institutional learning development. His final work, which he completed in early 2022, became a story of life, of imperfections, of dreams, and the yielding human spirit to be better today than yesterday. Fun fact, in the book, there are certain examples that were there that for some other persons, I would advise you not to allow it to be written in a book. But if you should read it, you will find out a few things, that including those who I thought were close to me, actually spoke to the publisher and said things which he insisted he needed to publish, because he did not want to say anything but the truth.
I was therefore attracted to the openness suggested in the title of this book by Tosin Adeoti, Beyond Profit: How a Nigerian Company Built a Culture of Credibility, which tells the story of Proshare, an online financial services platform. Proshare offers a combination of news reporting, research and analysis of capital markets and corporate financials, financial advisory services, and rigorous dispassionate review of developments in the financial sector. The company was established in 2006 by Olufemi Awuyemi, a member of the National Institute, MNI, fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, researcher, analyst, a thought leader, and simply an entrepreneur. This book is the nearly two-decade story of Proshare, from its humble beginnings to its emergence as a leading player in the financial space in Nigeria with a growing global reputation. The operative word in the subtitle is how. Teachers of leadership and entrepreneurship should find this book a worthy addition to business case study analysis. It is an act of courage for Femi Awuyemi and the Proshare team to offer their company's biography in such great detail, and an act of creativity on Tosin Adeoti's part to find a story worth telling.
Most of us feel proud with what Proshare was able to achieve as of today. When you see where they are coming from, where they are today, is something that every Nigerian will be proud to be associated with Proshare in terms of what they have done. It may not be things that we really need from him, but the good side of him is that it's straightforward, the integrity is there, and he can defend it like the way Mr. Musa Alakama have mentioned earlier. So for us, on behalf of the NGS, I know what they have achieved. For me as a person, on most occasions, on daily basis, I used to go to their website. Even as the chairman of NGS, we have the website, but I rely on their website too, because of up-to-date information, the data, the credibility of Proshare.
He has picked his own battle: the finance, the economy, and the market. When he writes an article, forget even all the information on the data on the portal. when there's a problem in the market, any issue, whether in one small company, big company, whether even somebody is buying shares or is selling shares, Proshare will come up with one article, one report, and then it becomes the reading moment. Everybody wanted to read it. Everybody was asking questions. The basic line is like, what is in the best interest of the society? I keep on asking him, why you are doing that? You also need to make money. Are you making money with it? So when the book came out, I was wondering whether I was actually trying to respond to the question that I've been asking him all along. Because when we were in First Bank, I told them, just look for somebody that is independent in thought, that can tell you the truth, and also from outside. Because when we try to tell you, it seems as if one is being too critical. So it's like this guerrilla warfare that you have in politics. When people are producing, journalists are producing all those papers during the night. That's what Proshare is actually doing, and the country is better for it. Keep up your good job.
One thing about Femi is the fact that he's interested in the public good. And that's one area I find myself, public good. We all at the private sector are concerned about ourselves, our company, and we leave the public space unattended to. And what I tell people is that if they successfully get your neighbor, they'll come back for you. And that's how we run our lives as a people, as a nation. We've gone back and become silos. And because they know that we don't pull together, they go after us and they finish us. So what Femi has always done has been, what is the public interest? How can we work together? And we did that all through money market, CIBN. And so when he referred to the CBN NESG matter, he was on his sick bed. And he called me. And I said, Femi, take care of yourself. We will deal with it. He said, Egbon, this one, we will fight. And at no cost to us, he spent his money to do a number of things. When even those who are direct beneficiaries of the things we were doing at NESG pretended not to know what was going on. Some of them you will call, Jai, we know, but, I mean, my guy is here. Right? NESG. But what is important, and what I want us to take up from it is that we can complain and talk about Nigeria about anything. If some of us don't stand for what is right and put ourselves on the line and put our resources on the line, nobody's going to come and change it.
3 words: competence, character, and chemistry. You cannot argue about Femi's competence. I mean, that's what we've been talking about all along. All the issues that are technical in nature, the financial issues, and all those things that come naturally to him. But you see, the quality of your competence is determined by your character. And it is your character that helps to give value to your competence. And that is where Femi actually shines. His character is one that allowed me to bring him into Phillips Consulting, because yes, he was a rough guy. Femi was one of those Agbasibi, you know, but he came in, and what I saw in him, you know, there's this philosophy, and I think you should all try and adopt it as well. You know, recruit character. You can teach everything else, but to recruit that fundamental character, personality, and behavior of individuals. And that's what I saw. And I thought, look, you know, we'll bring this guy in. We would use his ebullience, his vivacious attitude, his ability to speak, his ability to express himself. We will use that and teach him the art of consulting. And that's what we did. And we did it quite successfully, in the sense that he was successful in the things that he did. I'll never forget, and he motivates. And in as much as he was trying to say that, look, he thanks me for whatever it is I did, he motivated me as well, many, many years ago. And I remember one day, I was sharing the vision of the firm, of what we wanted to do in the country, what we wanted to do in the continent, you know. And I just started, and he said, please, FOP, wait a second. He dashed, and he came back with a little recording device. He said, you can carry on. and he recorded what I had said. And then when I'd finished, he said, I want you to hold on to this and refer to it, play it back in the future, I still have it. I don't know where it is, but I know it is somewhere in all the junk at home, okay, many, many years now. And I keep thinking back about the fact that he really wanted to capture what it is that was being expressed at that time. And that is the nature of the man. He looks at the very essence of what it is you're doing, the very essence of your soul. And that's why he connects with you at a much deeper level for those of you that have worked with him.
I would just add to all that has been said that there is also what I would call another angle to Mr. Woyemi around mentorship, which comes maybe slightly outside of just the core business of media and some of the things that we've spoken to. There is quite a few of us who look up to him, look up to his leadership, look up to his guidance as we continue to do the very important work that we do. So I just want to also stand on what the chairman had said. We remain very, very grateful for that. It's always good, and I think the fact that I'm here with the chairman in a very busy season speaks quite a bit to that. To have stakeholders who can criticize with one hand and encourage with another hand and really just guide, we have really come to appreciate that. And then the markets are thankful for what you do. Proshare doesn't speak often, if I could say that, but when he speaks, it moves the markets. The market knows that Proshare has spoken. So just to add to the words that have been said, we are behind you and look forward to a lot more of all of that as we go forward.
But how do you navigate the various interests? Because you look at politics, economy, finance, and whatever with your team. But how did you manage it all? How do you manage all these relationships?
Okay, I think the question is better passed to the audience.
Okay, I'm going to ask.
But let me just say two things.
Yes.
Mr. Lawijayola is there. We have stories. And I'll give one example, but there is a particular person here, the former Honorable Minister of Finance, the Minister of State Finance, Remi Babalola is here. We have stories. My very good senior and professional, Bola Onodele, Coco is here. We have stories. In fact, mine with Coco is as recent as last week.
Oh, thank goodness.
So he has to, you can see he's smiling. But let me step with, say, look, I am very privileged. I am very privileged. All these men, they just treat me like somebody they tolerate and help to grow. Remy put me on the board of his company. And
no, I know you stepped on his toes a few times.
No. I just told Remy that if you needed a rubber stamp, he shouldn't call me. But that as an independent member of that board, we will follow the rules. And Remy follows the rules to the T. Remy follows the rules to the T that he doesn't even give me like 10 naira transport or anything. That's how bad he is. So in reward for that, I will also hold him in very difficult. So when he became chairman of First Bank, he saw hell. So the whole idea of this is that Remy and I were AMP 10 at Lagos Business School a long while. And it was Remy who said, Femi, you cannot have a platform without learning how to use that platform for the good of society.
Proshare's continued success. Amen.